Hey there, just going to do a quick little video here on a build I've been running for the last day-ish, day and a half or whatever since I got the parts needed for this. I was playing around with this a little bit during the PTS and I liked it, so I thought I'd give it a shot here. These things you'll get just by doing the season journey. It'll also come as drops if you target these areas. I did have each of these drop, although the chess piece I'm running I did get from the journey track. So, just because the rolls were better. But this is going to leverage your benefits of both striker and the unit alloy gear pieces. And it does depend on the Ninja Bike backpack. So you can take full advantage of this. Um, Most folks are familiar with striker, but if you're not, two pieces give you 15% weapon handling. Three pieces give you 15% rate of fire, which is what's important here. And then four pieces give you that striker's gamble, which will increase your total weapon damage. It can stack up to 100 times, so you can get pretty much 65% weapon damage on full stack. So it's pretty beefy. You want to make sure also with this build that you have at least 50% crit hit chance, as close as you can get to 60%, while also keeping your crit hit damage up. So you definitely want three of these. In this case, I really wanted it to be the mask, the gloves, and the knees because there's specific reasons why I want these two. We'll quickly talk about this. Again, Ninja Bike, lots of videos on this. It basically gives you an extra gear piece, if you will. Plus you have three cores, a skill tier, an armor, and a weapon damage, so you get the best of all of that. I tend to like to run two blue cores anyways with my PvE builds, just for survivability, especially running around solo. It helps your shield out. So in this case, you actually get three benefits because you have a blue and a yellow and a blue here. So that will help your shield out. I do like to run a shield here. All right, now we're going to get on to the unit alloys, which this is a new gear set for the season. And there's a couple named pieces, and you can think of this however you want, but the Equalizer is the one that folks are somewhat eager for because we finally got a perfect obliterate. The reality is you just get about an extra, what translates to an extra 4% weapon damage, but we'll take anything here. Uh, so that's pretty good. But if you take a look at what happens when you have multiple gear pieces, just one gives you a 5% rate of fire. Remember, with Striker, with three pieces, we're getting 15. So now we're up to 20% rate of fire. If you have two pieces, you get assault rifle damage. Running the St. Elmo's here, you could run a Lexington, you could run something else, but run an AR. You're going to get the full advantage of that. There's some other options you could do here too, but I'm focusing this primarily on unit alloys and striker. And then with three pieces, because we're running the Ninja Bike, you get 50% magazine size. So you have a lot of ammo you can spit out with that rapid fire, which is really great. This one, just because of the way the rolls came, I had to swap out one of the attributes, so this stays all red. And then the other unit alloys piece is the other named one, which is the Salvo, which is the holster. You only get one attribute that you can adjust if you wanted to, which I did here. But if you notice, there's a 5% rate of fire there. So overall, I'm getting a 10% rate of fire from these gear pieces. You could just run this holster and get that 10%. And if you're running with Ninja Bike, you would get that and an assault rifle damage as well. So you could certainly do that. You don't have to use this. It's 4%. You could swap this out with a Fenris. Since this is AR focused, that's going to give you, I think, another 10% assault rifle damage. I guess I could probably do that. Let's take a look if I've got one. If I've got one, then I can recalibrate here. I said this would be a quick video. This is taking longer than it should. Come on, not ferocious calm. Okay, I've used this one in the past. Anyways, I can't really re-roll this one. But if you ran a Fenris, you'd get 10% assault rifle damage and 30% reload speed. So You know, if you don't want the extra magazine size, this is probably a better option. Looking at it, right? That reload speed, along with your weapon handling, means pretty near instant reloads. And then you're getting another 10% assault rifle damage. So, you know, I'm already blowing this whole thing out of the water, but play with this a little bit, you know? Anyways, my stats are here: 55% crit hit chance, 108 crit hit damage. Not the greatest in the world, but I will get the crit hits that I need. I'll just quickly pop on down to the range. We'll run down here. Other thing worth noting here is I am taking advantage of the seasonal modifiers. So I am doing the thing with no active modifier. And the reason for that is the passive recruit bonuses. So while the global modifiers active, recruited companions grant passive bonuses even when no companion is spawned. These bonuses are doubled when the player has no active companion. So anyways, I've achieved 10 out of 10 from recruiting these guys. So basically 15% weapon damage, 20% Hasbro, and then 15% skill efficiency. Still a little confused on whether that's doubled from here or just there, but this should put out more damage. So we can just hit this, and give me a named, right? Let's do it. Yeah, already you can see here, look at 106 rounds in this AMOs, 71 rounds in my SMG. That's kind of far away, but that's cool. We'll just unload this real quick. You need to reload, really. The stacks up, they're up. So, again, this is not earth-shattering damage here. Now, this is not, but listen to the SMG just purr. It's like a A10 Warthog lighting up a tank. Still 64 rounds left. Alright, so kind of capped out there in the 600 range. So, you know, that's the trade-off from not having like the Striker's backpack where you would get that damage increases. All right, so if you have the Striker's backpack, that will increases your total weapon damage up to 0.9% for Striker's Gamble. So that's a much bigger stack and puts out a lot more damage. That's where you're seeing like the 1 million numbers from folks. But rate of fire increase, you're probably gonna still do that. I mean, I guess I let that thing reset, so that's kind of silly. But see, my DPS was still 8.9 million. I mean, can you really complain about that? I had to build my stacks back up. So yeah, I should probably hit the target, huh? Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting headshots, I'll definitely do a million. If I'm getting enough crits, yeah, so DPS is still pretty good overall. And a lot of folks like to get excited about like, oh, my crits are 1 million. For sure, that's ideal. So quickly we'll just, let's go find something to attack. Maybe we'll get these guys real quick. Oh, since I'm by myself. Quick step, let's go. Let's run faster. I'm trying to catch that deer. No. Don't lose them. Oh, hey guys. Am I? What? Ay, ay, ay. Where are you going? Hey, big boy. Yeah, took him down, no problem. Hey! Do a little rat-a-tat-tat. Alright, that was pretty quick work of those guys. So, definitely worth running if you want to take advantage of, not only leveling up those gear pieces, but it's just another thing you can run with. I think overall you're probably better. It really depends what you want. If you want the larger magazine size, you can run these two things. You could run one of these if you don't care about the magazine size. Or sorry, you can run the Salvo because you'll get the 10% rate of fire. You'll get the 20% assault rifle damage, and then you can drop a Fenris in here with obliterate. You only get the 20%, so it stacks up to 20 times. So 4% damage reduction. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think, because you'll have that rate of fire, but you'll also get that, so you have another 10% AR damage, and then you'll get 30% reload speed. So if we go back to the White House, slow going. I mean, I could just be like, waste a bunch of resources. Do you have anything for me? Nope. I tend to not run gear pieces that have required AR talents, but let's see here. There we go. Let's just see what happens if we craft one of these guys. Does it work? Does it blend? No. Oh, we're gonna have to delete that. Oh boy. These resources aren't going to spend themselves. Great rolls. Well, whatever. This isn't ideal, but let's just do that for testing purposes, right? Nope. Nope. Gross. Yeah. Nope. What am I looking for? Obliterate. I got more resources than I know what to do with in most cases. Let's max these out. Oh, quiet. It's going to be about close enough there. I bet I lost some crits. Oh, that hurts. That was painful. Sure, why not? Well, let's pretend I have a 6% crit hit chance. Alright, and I'm still at 108. Alright, let's come back here. This is just not going to be the best comparison in the world. So bear with my total rookiness. Alright, and so see now I've just got normal magazine size. That's fine. Still get the rate of fire. Got my full stacks. I don't know. It's hard to say because, I mean, I've got the full obliterate. I mean, you can see I've got the full obliterate stacks. Full striker. And I'm still not quite getting the same. It's getting there. Try to do some headshots. Wow, I need to hit the target. Can definitely hit a million. Then, yep. Yeah, so damage loss hit 693. Let's go back to what we had. Where are you? And we're back. Let's reset that. Yeah, this is more powerful. So I think there's a problem. So I guess that 4% does matter. How am I hitting 9.6 now and before I was doing like 8.7? Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. What I feel like is not happening is that I'm not getting... get out of here. Alright, 10% assault rifle damage, 30% reload speed. I certainly did not feel like I was getting the reload speed. Just call that out there. All right, my weapon damage is at 143,000. That's pretty good. So like, right? This is 143, right? 143.10. If we swap this back. That says 138. So it does show that I'm getting more weapon damage from that. My crit hit damage was a little bit less, and my crit hit chance was certainly less, but I don't know. I just didn't. It didn't feel like it was doing the extra weapon damage. We're talking 5k more there. Let's try this again. Still getting plenty of crits. So, alright. So the trade-off here is, it seems like the 10% assault rifle damage doesn't seem to benefit us as much as the extra 4% from the perfect obliterate, which seems kind of weird. And we can try some headshots. I can get that over 9 million now. See, I can't. It's hard to keep that Ooh, no, no, no. Hard to keep that average there. Marked this one last time. All right, so we're down to 138 on the weapon damage, and that's with, we're not getting the obliterate bonus here. So, all right, let's reset that. I mean, it's already pretty much instantly getting higher than what we were getting on the other one. And I haven't even done any headshots yet. So I think I'd keep with this. Throw some headshots into there. Yeah. So there you go. A totally non-scientific test at the range. Mostly because I couldn't really compare that chest because I'm not going to sit here all night crafting and spending resources on this. Certainly, I was missing out on essentially 0.5% of crit hit damage. I really don't think it made that big of a difference. And then I was missing out on whatever, what is it, 6% crit hit chance? Is that what it is? Yeah, so, you know, I was at about 50% crit hit chance with that Fenris piece on. And so there was a little bit of loss there. But for some reason, it feels like that 4% weapon damage for 10 seconds, stacking just seems to be more beneficial than the 10% stacked on top of the, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. So this sits at 138. If I run the Fenris, this will be 143 for total damage. I didn't really see much of a change in reload time either, which was so strange. Seemed like the reload couldn't get any faster than it was. So I'm not sure what to really even remark on that. So I would just sit there and give this a try. So I stand by what the original intent of this this video was, which is to run Ninja Bike, run 3-piece Striker, run 2-piece unit alloys of the named specifically. So the Equalizer and the Salvo. You will get them as part of the season track. Oh look, I got some coins. Right, so there's the Equalizer, it's number 42. I think the Salvo actually comes later at 62. It dropped for me, so, or maybe I got out of a named cache. And I also got an Equalizer that dropped before as well. So like, it just was a really bad roll. So I donated it towards proficiency. Let's see what I got here. Tardigrade. Yay. Make sure you're watching your Twitch streamers to get the drops. That's where that cash came from. So that's it. You know, you could probably, I always like to say like, how does this work in Legendary? We'll just do the first part of this. This is making the video longer than I planned, but I can always make a clip. All right, well, what I don't want is this, because that just prolongs the inevitable. Let's make sure we got damage, health, duration, cool. All right, pray for me.
You've got your objective.
I like the extra magazine size for this. I've got really no survivability though. Well, maybe I do. I don't know, we'll see. Whew. The main tanks. Nope. That was not cool. Get out of here, mini tank. Where are the other mini tanks? There's one. Oof. Boy, I asked for it, didn't I? Where'd that yellow go? Down. Alright, so far so good. Like the extra magazine size. And that rate of fire. I miss Rupert's tier. Where'd you go? Don't you run from me. Alright, that's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. See if I can run up on these guys.
Target to the hit.
Need you to go away. Alright. I must break you. Wow, you guys are mean. Alright, so far no complaints. It's definitely legendaries. I'll pop in here real quick. None of my business. Wait, why did they get 2 drones? Now what are you gonna do? That's what I thought. No. Hey now. It's not nice. Okay. 105 shock rounds. Can't complain. So far, so good. Throw that out there. What? Nice work, turret. Really? I feel like you can. Jerk. Pop. Get out of there with your healing station. Nope. That's not cool. That was annoying. Annoying. I should probably grab some loot, huh? Think this will be enough ammo? 476 rounds. Alright, there's a little bit more. Whew. We're still alive. Hey now. Not cool, bro. Running for my life. Oh, that was not cool. Gotta use a med kit. There we go. Yeah. Come back here. You can do it. Don't be afraid. Oops. You made a poor life choice. Come on. Come on.
Throwing his eyes wet.
Come on, you can do it. What? That was crazy. Oof. Nope. 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 I hear the chunga. 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 Oh boy. I'm gonna get zapped, aren't I? Oh, he did not survive that. You made a bad choice. I. Oh, get up on there. Nope. Okay, I'm missing like a monster. No. I knew it. Well, that was about the best time for that to happen. Why so angry? Healing stations are down. That's the goal. Wow, dude. I think I used about as much ammo as I could have there. That's where I say not cool.
Agent requesting backup.
Ow. I have a cat that is laying on me, making me uncomfortable. I don't think that's a good idea. Oops, I thought there was only one left. Oh, there's only one left. I will shoot you in your hands until you die from it. Well, we're doing pretty good with this. Of course. Did you get that out of your system, buddy? Wait, where's the yellow tank? I hear things I don't like. There she is. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, boy. They always gotta make an entrance. Come on, man. That ain't cool. I hope that hurt. That was completely my fault for not putting on an armor kit and turning my side to a guy that I was exposed to. That had nothing to do with the build. That was pure stupidity. But that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not going to run it again. Just wanted to show that this build absolutely will work for Legendary, and you should be able to get through it. So yep, 3-piece striker, 2-piece unit alloys, but specifically the Equalizer and the Salvo, because of the you'll get 10% rate of fire because you get 5% from one piece, 5% from the salvo. Um, the equalizer is going to give you perfect obliterate, so that's an extra 4% essentially weapon damage on those critical hits compared to the 20% of the standard obliterate. Plus, you're going to get with two pieces, you get 20% assault rifle damage, so that's extra weapon damage for assault rifles only. Since I'm running Ninja Bike, I also get that 50% magazine size. So as you saw, it's over 100 rounds, which is really nice. So it's a good way to run. Plus, you get that 15% rate of fire from the three pieces on the striker. You get 15% weapon handling, and then because of Ninja Bike, it's really four pieces, so you can get up to another 65% weapon damage, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, you do lose those stacks, but once they're stacked up, you're in good shape. So I don't know, try out the build, run it. You can legendary it. You can, I don't know, run the streets. I probably wouldn't use it in PvP, but probably won't hold up to anything there. But you should have a good time otherwise. Cool. Hopefully this helps you out, and I will make a shorter version just at the beginning with the build. So have a good night.